Previously on Dodgers Phillies, Teoscar Hernandez loves getting that seed dumped all over his face. More! Shohei making Citizens Bank Park think they're about to witness an onslaught, just for him to reveal we're in his own anime show and he's the main character. So he's not losing. The Phillies hitters are fans watch in shock as the Dodgers end racism with all the different players they got contributing. Jackie Robinson smiling from up above. Dodgers take a 1-0 series lead. Game 2.
Are you ready to begin?
Thank you for being here, subscribed or not. And if you haven't joined the 49% Elite Humans, consider hitting that button. Hey, maybe you'll be my 200,000th subscriber. We're almost there. So off we go. Jesus Luzardo on the mound for the Phillies, trying to even this series up, and he completely dominates. Didn't look like he was going to at first. Well, actually it did. After he struck out Ohtani, then it did. With 2 guys on, he gets 2 outs to end the threat, and Luzardo took off from there like he was Nick Cannon hearing someone say child support. Pure filth. Kike Hernandez goes down swinging. Go to the third. Ben Rordvit. See ya. No chance. He gets both Shohei and Mookie to ground out. Next inning, Freddie Freeman, swing and a miss. Sit down. I mean, these guys just had nothing for Luzardo. After walking Teoscar in that first inning, Luzardo retired the next 18 hitters in a row. 18 in a row. That's a really big number. Ask Wander Franco. But here's the issue for the Phils. The fighting Phils, whatever they call them. As good as Luzardo is and was in this game, there was a real menace on the Dodgers on the other side. Blake Snell, SoundCloud rapper who plays baseball for a hobby. Dodgers have a lot of these kind of guys, by the way. Mookie is a pro bowler whose hobby is being one of the best baseball players in the world. Shohei is an anime character whose hobby is being the best baseball player to ever exist. Freddie Freeman is a Ken Barbie doll whose hobby is also being a Hall of Fame player. Kike Hernandez is a gay stripper with a hobby of turning into Puerto Rican Barry Bonds in the postseason. I mean, this is a very talented team. And my code is a very talented way of getting money off tickets if you want to go to a game. With us in the middle of the MLB playoffs along with the NFL season, it's the perfect time to talk about getting tickets to go to games, and that's where SeatGeek comes in to help you out. SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app with over 28 million downloads. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. And they always make it really easy to see which seats are the most ideal to get. They walk you through this with a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal, so you can see where the best deals are. Green is for the good deals, red is for the bad deals. And this is where I come in, as you can get 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek by using code iTALK10. That's 10% off any tickets with promo code ITALK10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app. Now back to the video. So, oh yeah, Blake Snell literally has some music from when he was younger, and it low-key slaps. So he goes out there, looks at Trey Turner and says, "You keep it amateur while I keep it pro." Strikes him out and throws a scoreless first inning. Second inning, Nick Castellanos can't lay off this changeup. Next up, Edmundo Sosa, who the bitches love apparently. So Snell looks at him and says, "I'm about my fans while you're about your host." I don't think bitches love you striking out on 4 pitches. Maybe LA bitches do. The dude the Phillies just pulled off the straight. I mean, Brandon Marsh actually worked a walk in the third. Credit to him. But after Snell strikes out Otto Kemp and then Turner again spamming his changeup, Turner just keeps swinging at it. Marsh gets picked off trying to take second. Typical for a caveman and not know how the world works, and that you can't just blatantly steal things without getting caught. Kyle Schwarber goes down to start the fourth. I did not realize how bad Schwarber's been lately, dating back to the end of the regular season. He's like 0 for his last 20 or something. I think at this point in the game, he was 0 for his last 18 or whatever. Bryce Harper, harmless little grounder. He's not been doing much either. Then Snell tells Alec Bohm, "My future is right and your future is so dim." Phillies get their first hit in the 5th inning, and Edmundo Sosa is the one who does it on this end of the bat shot into center. Up comes the homeless guy, Brandon Marsh, and Snell says, "So I look through my glasses and what do I see? Your boy B. Snell is tearing up this beat." Inning over, 5 shutout innings. The 6th was when it looked like the Phillies were finally about to break through, though, off of Snell. He did strike out Kemp to start it off, but then Turner works a walk, steals second, and Schwarber only got 1 pitch to hit in this at-bat. He swung and missed at it, but didn't have to worry about any of the others. Ball 4, first and second, just 1 out, and up comes the face of the franchise, the man, the myth, the legend, Bryce Harper, the guy who it seems was bred for moments like these. Well, Snell looks at him and Alec Bohm on deck and straight up says, "Like Jordan did in Game 6 when he hit him with that fader. I'm in my prime like Magic on the Lakers." Harper goes down swinging. Then Alec Bohm hits one to Miguel Rojas at third, and this is one of those wouldn't be happening if it was the regular season type plays. Like, if we're in May, Rojas is just throwing across the diamond, but since we're in October, everything has to be a tad more dramatic. Like, friggin' Regina George is directing this shit. So he beats Turner to third third for the final out. Y'all just got blanked in 6 innings by a SoundCloud rapper. How's it feel, Philly? On to the 7th, Luzardo still in. The announcer says he hasn't given up a hit since the first inning, and about 0.07 seconds later, Teoscar knocks one in his center to extend a postseason hitting streak he has to 10. The Dodgers' record is 12, so we'll see if he gets there. Then up comes Freddie, who knocks one down the line for a double. Teoscar gets to third. All of a sudden, Luzardo's got to leave this game. In comes the bullpen, Orion Kerkering, and he punches out Tommy Edman. This fastball just zooms by him, can't catch up. Unfortunately, this fan forgot there's 3 outs to get in baseball, not 1. Up next, Kike first pitch hacking at a sinker way inside. Kerkering's like, let me try that again. Goes even more inside. Kike hits it, not well. Teoscar decides to try and sneak home. Turner's got to rush the throw, and it's close, but Teo just gets in there. Like,
I'm in there, dog. I'm in there, dog. I'm in there, dog. I'm in there. Come in there. I'm in there.
Kerkering wanted nothing to do with giving Max Muncy anything to hit, so he just spams inside pitches. Bases loaded. It's not looking good for the Phillies. But hold up. Andy Pages pops the ball straight up for Harper to get in foul ground. Just like that, they're 1 out away from keeping this at 1 run. That'd be huge. Except the coolest Will Smith in Hollywood slaps this into left field for 2 more runs. Dodgers now up 3-0. You can hear a pin drop. In comes Nicolas Cage to try and keep this at 3. He's facing Shohei, who he struck out in game 1, and Shohei says,
my turn.
Rocket up the middle, 4-0 Dodgers. Philadelphia hasn't been this quiet since they found out Sylvester Stallone took steroids. They went from that to then turning on their own team, which I know isn't a foreign thing to Philly fans. They'd boo Christ himself if he struck out 1 time. But as this inning ended, some boos rained down. Then as the Phillies kept going down in the 7th, it was like the boos were progressively getting more aggressive. Emmett Sheehan in the game, he pitched to 1-2-3 7th inning. He gets 1 out in the 8th before Kepler at his tricks again. In game 1, he hit an outside breaking ball from Roki Sasaki for a double. Not hard, just good hitting. Does the same here on a pitch inside. Doesn't crush it, just gets his hands in quickly to knock it down for a triple this time. Trey Turner comes up ready, smack up the middle, just like that. Phillies on the board, only for Kyle Schwarber to strike out again. That's already 5 strikeouts in this series. Bryce Harper, again, same with him. He hasn't been able to get going. Fly out to center. Dodgers up 3 outs away from taking a 2-0 lead back home, and here's where it got confusing. So bottom 9 is still 4-1 game. Roki Sasaki, who was warming up in the bullpen, for some reason doesn't come in, even though I feel like he's like the official closer now. Well, Blake Trinan does instead. Joe Biden was at this game apparently, and there's a good chance he didn't even know he was there, but at least we do. I mean, it was a wild scene. Philly's just coming out hot. Alec Boehm knocks one up the middle. JT Realmuto smokes this inside fastball. He's all over it. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. All of a sudden, the tying run is at the plate, and Nick Castellanos almost felt like a free out because his biggest weakness is a slider low and away. You throw that pitch, he's like a cat with a laser pointer. He's gonna fall for it every time. Trinan knows that because after a first pitch slider that I assume was a miss, like he probably didn't mean for it to end up here, he throws 3 straight sliders or sweepers, whatever you want to call it, low and away. Castellanos swings at the first one, lets the next one go, falls for the 3rd, but hits it into left. 2 runs easily score. It's a 1-run game. He barely sneaks into 2nd, and at this point I'm thinking, oh my god, the Phillies really just won this game. I was so prepared for a walk-off. Out goes Trinan, in comes Alex Vesia, first up Stott, who just tries to bunt Castellanos over to 3rd, and Max Muncy all of a sudden becomes a freaking quarterback, throws this like Mookie's a wide receiver. He gets there perfectly in time to tag Castellanos at 3rd. Huge. Stott is on, but he's on 1st, not 2nd or 3rd. Well, now he's at 2nd. Shit. Harrison Bader smacks one into left. I'm still thinking the Phillies are about to win this damn game. Up comes another lefty, Max Kepler, who hits this ball hard on the ground. Now it's Freddie's turn to make a nice grab and throw to Mookie, now at 2nd. I mean, just all over the place, but that's the 2nd out, but it also brings the tying run to 3rd base. Up comes Trey Turner, the batting champion for the National League. Nobody had a better batting average than him or more hits than him. And finally, after all this time, in comes Roki Sasaki. And this is amazing. As the Phillies fans were booing and taunting him, Sasaki literally just said he doesn't understand English, so he threw without paying attention to it. Now that's a superpower. The whole crowd could have been saying the most insulting things imaginable, and because Sasaki literally doesn't know what the words coming out of their mouths mean, he could just imagine them saying anything and be like this.
They love me.
The 2nd pitch to Trey Turner, a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, is hit softly right at Tommy Edman at 2nd. That's it. But did you really believe this game was going to end on a routine out? No. So Edman throws a frickin' slider over at first. All of Philly thinks, wait a second, is this game about to be tied? Dear God, please, just to get rickrolled as Freddie Freeman makes one of the biggest plays of his life to pick it, stay on the bag. Ball game over. Los Angeles can breathe. The heartbreak is on for Philly. And in an even worse way than if they just completely died off when it was 4-0. I mean, to be down big like that late, then tease their fans, give them as much promise and hope as they did, just to become the Philly Blue Ballers and still go down 2-0 heading to LA is brutal. And I'm gonna ask one more time, you just lost to a SoundCloud rapper. How does it feel? Let me know your thoughts and thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.